Hello everyone, and welcome to my Day 5 Yoga for Total Beginners series. This is our last day, and today we're going to combine everything that we've learned before, add some new things, and make a beautiful flow that you can use anytime you want in order to dive into a beautiful yoga practice and enjoy your time on the mat. Alright, let's start with pranayama, so close your eyes, and before we start breathing intentionally, we'll just try to arrive on the mat fully. We'll try to notice everything around us, the temperature of the air, the points of contact of the body with the mat, your inner sensations, how the body feels. Are you tense today or loose? Do you feel like your chest is free or constricted? Try to take every sensation into account. Notice your inhales and exhales. See how much space your rib cage takes today. Can we take more space? Inhale, expand. Allowing more space for your internal organs, for your heart to exhale, gently melt. Feel how your waistline starts to narrow and your transverse abdominis muscles start to engage. Can you feel your sit bones? Can you lift a little bit higher through the crown of the head, away from the sit bones, lengthening the spinal cord, finding the distance between each vertebra. Inhaling. Expanding, exhale, lengthening. Keep breathing. And exhaling. And now we will start to breathe more intentionally. We will start inhaling deeply and exhaling. We'll start on a count on 4, then we'll extend to 5, 6, 7 and 8 counts. Relax your shoulders down, your spine. Empty the lungs. And start inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, expand. 2, 3, 4. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, expand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, expand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, expand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Expand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your inhale and slow exhale. See if you feel absolutely comfortable and safe in your body. Think of something you can think about to feel you more relaxed and comfortable in it. Your practice really depends a lot upon your inner state before you start. And then inhale again, widen, expand, and with the exhale, draw the chin down to the chest. And just feel how heavy the head is, how the back part of the neck lengthens. Interlace the fingers and place them on the back part of the head and relax your arm on top. So now your chin gets even closer to the chest and the stretch is even deeper. Make sure you're keeping your spinal cord super long and start moving your chin from side to side, getting deeper into the side stretch of your neck. 3, 2, and 1. And release. Lengthen through the crown of the head up towards the sky. Inhale, and as you exhale, release your head down to the right side. Your right ear reaches to the right shoulder and the left part of the neck lengthens. Feel how heavy the head is and how the side of the neck elongates with each breath. Inhale and exhale. Can you keep your left shoulder down? And then get your right hand on top of the head and just relax the arm. Try not to push the head down. Feel how heavy the arm is. And because the arm is that heavy, your head lowers down towards the shoulder even more. Then see if you can touch the mat on this side with your left fingertips, lowering the left shoulder a little bit more down, and then curl the fingers out to the side, stretching the side of the neck a little bit more. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Let's carefully switch the side. Lengthen first. Crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And then with the exhale, left ear to the left shoulder. Stretch the right side of the neck. Breathe. Breathe deeply, expanding the rib cage. And with each exhale, can you get your right shoulder a little bit more down to stretch the side of the neck a little bit more? Breathe. 4 and 3 and 2. Get your left hand down on the head. And relax the hand on top and stretch the side of the neck a little bit more. Right fingertips down on the mat and then curl them a little bit away from you to get deeper into the side stretch of your neck. Breathe. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Gently release. Nice. Get the hands on the knees and use the knees as the leverage to arch your spine. Inhale, send the chest forward, shoulders back, leaning forward. And then exhale as you round the spine and lean back. Tuck the tailbone under, pubic bone down in towards the spinal cord, and really move the hips from side to side a little bit to get long on the spinal cord. Repeat. Inhale to arch, send the chest forward. Exhale to round, chest back, shoulders forward. Really protract your shoulder blades. Shoulder blade move away from the shoulder blade, widening the spine. Repeat. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Lengthen the spine again. Let's go through some side bends. You get taller with the inhale, and with the exhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky and side bend to your left. Stretch and then switch the side. Inhale, elongate, exhale, side bend. As you side bend, make sure both sit bones are still on the mat and you're really transferring the bend and the stretch into your side body. Exhale, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Pause with your side bend to the left and breathe into your right rib cage, opening and flaring the ribs up towards the sky. Inhale, rotate your bottom ribs towards the up ribs opening. 4 and 3. Make the point of the left forearm with the mat intentional. Press the mat away. 2 and 1. Reach up, other side, side bend. Spiral the bottom ribs towards the up ribs opening up. Breathe. 4 and 3. Elongate a little bit more. 2 and 1. Rising up. Get a little bit taller again, lengthen the spinal cord. Remember, all the movements that we do during the practice are through the lengthening of the spinal cord. The longer spinal cord is, the deeper range of motion you'll have. So elongate first, inhale, and then with the exhale, rotate to your right. Get one hand on the knee, another one on the mat behind you or on the floor, and use these 2 points of contact with the knee, one with the mat as the leverage to press yourself a little bit deeper into the twist. Look over the back shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale. Oh my God, I've got such a beautiful view today. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now, can you keep your left hand down on the knee? Lift the right arm up and cross it in front of you. Place it on the opposite knee. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, round the spine, chin to the chest, stretch. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, round the spine, belly button in, chin to the chest, stretch, lean back. One more, inhale. And exhale. Unravel your hands and let's twist to the other side. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist. Press away from your points of contact. Make them active. Inhale, elongate the spinal cord. Exhale, twist. Inhale, look over the back shoulder. Can you catch one spot on the wall, on the scenery behind you, a little bit further with your eyes? That is a very good exercise for your eyes to twist a little bit more, looking there, following your eyes. Inhale and exhale. Keep your right hand down on the knee, left arm crosses in front of you, get it on the opposite knee and repeat. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, round chin to the chest. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, feel the stretch in between the shoulder blades, widening them away from each other. Repeat. Inhale and exhale. And then unravel. Let's get on the hands and knees. Hands under the shoulder joints, knees under the hip joints, and then arch the spine as you inhale. Cat cow. Now send the chest forward, shoulders back, bring the shoulder blades together, shine the sit bones up towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine, belly button in, chin to the chest, press the mat away, protract the shoulders. Repeat. Inhale to arch, send the energy into every cell of the body. Make the points of contact with the mat super intentional. Press the mat away, feel every single cell of the body that is in contact with the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And then I want you to start doing some intentional mindful circles with your chest, and there won't be any rule for them, not any exact breath pattern. I want you to close your eyes and feel the body, your body. All the circles is going to be different, mine from yours, yours from mine, and from other person. The body will guide you how your body needs to be treated today and moved today. So close your eyes and start doing some random circles with your chest and try to feel what's needed. Do you need more extension? Do you need more flexion? Do you need to go on this side and flare the ribs? Or do you need to close the ribs together, vice versa? Or you need to go through each pose at a time. See what feels good and move. 4. Breathe as you go in the way that you feel you need to. Reverse the pattern as well. 2, let it flow. And 1. And then pause at the center, look between your hands, open the eyes, and tuck the toes under. Inhale. As you exhale, start sending the hips up and back into your first down facing dog. And then start walking your dog, pedaling your feet, bending one knee, then the other. And sending the opposite heel down to the mat. Breathe. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Both heels down. Really elongate the spine. Remember, we never sacrifice our back. We can sacrifice our legs, so you can bend the knees if you need to keep the spine long. Breathe. 4. And 3. And 2. Keep pushing the mat away. 1. Start walking towards the front edge of the mat. Bring your feet together, big toes together, heels slightly apart, soften the knees. Inhale, and as you exhale, roll up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will go now through some Sun Salutations. Feel how your feet are grounded into the mat. Lift the belly button up towards the lungs and close the front ribs. Spread the collarbones wide. Palms facing forward. Lengthen a little bit more in the spinal cord. Inhale, arms through the sides, up, look up, reach up. Press one hand into the other, make the contact intentional. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest, hinge the hips back, plant the hands down on the mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands of your choice, elongate. Spread the collarbones wide, bend the knees, plant the hands down, step back into your high plank. Shift forward. You can lower the knees if you need to at this point. Chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Bring the elbows towards your ribs and open the collarbones wide. Belly button in. Exhale, down facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Bend the right knee. Step it in between the hands. Lengthen the left hip flexor. Step the left foot in. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Shift forward to your toes. Circle the arms through the sides. Inhale. Exhale. Tadasana, other side. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step back. Start with the left foot first into your high plank. Shift forward, Chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down facing dog. Left leg up, keep the hips square, bend the knee, round the spine and step the left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, shift forward into your toes. Breathe for 4. And 3, crown of the head magnetizing down towards the ground. You can bend the knees if you need to. You can also grab the ankles to help a little bit go deeper into your forward fold and stretch the hamstring. 2, 1, arms through the sides up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up. Exhale, empty the lungs, Tadasana. We'll go through one more round with less explanations. Just follow the breath. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back. High plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look in between the hands, bend the knees, step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, shift forward to your toes. Arms through the sides up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Other side, inhale. And exhale, stretch. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate. Exhale, stretch into your forward fold. Arms through the sides up. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Now it's the perfect time to catch the breath. Ground a little bit more. Feel all the four corners of your feet. And prepare yourself for Surya Namaskar B. We will revise that sequence too in order for everything to settle in your head. Deep, deep inhale and exhale, empty the lungs. With the next inhale, sit your hips low, touch the mat. Keep your hips low, lift the arms up, engage the core, closing the front ribs, sending the arms all the way back, opening the chest area. With the exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, elongate your spine, halfway lift, plant the hands down, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, engage the core, everything into the midline, downward facing dog. Press the mat away, stay active, lift the right leg up, reach through the toes to the sky, keep the hips square, feel the energy in every cell, bend the right knee, bring it into your chest and step it in between the hands, then simultaneously spin the back heel down, lift the arms up, inhale, warrior one, circle the arms through the sides, plant them down on the mat, frame the front foot, step the right foot, back to the left one, shift forward, lower the knees if you need to, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe 4, 3, 2, and left leg up. Reach. Exhale, bend the knee and step the left foot in between the hands. Spin the back heel down, rise up, warrior one, engage the core. Arms through the sides, plant them down on the mat, step the left foot back. High plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the collarbones. Exhale, blow the air out, down facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees. Step or jump forward. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, touch the mat. Exhale, chair pose, engage the core, sit low. Shift the weight of the body to your heels. 4, 3, arms all the way back. 2, bring the hands to the center of the chest, straighten the knees, arms by your sides, mountain pose, Tadasana, blow the air out. Inhale and exhale. Now we will start building the flow on top of the Surya Namaskar B, adding some elements and create a nice flow to work the whole body. Prepare inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sit low, touch the mat. Sit all the way back to your heels, rise your arms up, open the chest, close the front ribs. Exhale, forward fold, belly to your thighs, Uttanasana, shift forward to your toes. Inhale, elongate the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands down, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down, facing dog. Right leg up, keep the hips square. Bend the right knee around the spine. Bring the knee with you to step the right foot forward. Spin the back heel down, back into warrior one. Breathe. Now we are opening the arms to the sides and opening the left hip out into warrior two. Follow the right fingertips with your eyes. Lower the shoulders down. Keep your neck long, belly button in. Sink into the front hip. Make sure that the knee is on top of your ankle. Press through the outer edge of the left foot. Hold 4, 3, 2. Straighten the front knee. Really feel the engagement of the inner thighs. Belly button up, lengthen the spine, and start reaching with the right fingertips forward as if you want to touch the wall in front of you. Send the hips back. Elongate right and left waistline. Get a little bit longer before you lower the right hand down and see where the hand will land, on your ankle or maybe on the mat, maybe on your thigh. Wherever the hand is, start twisting up. The bottom ribs twisting towards the top ribs twisting towards the sky. You look up and you're constantly trying to lengthen the spine, trying to lengthen the waistline. Breathe 4, 3, 2, exhale, empty the lungs, inhale, get back into warrior two. Get the hands on your hips. And now, can you narrow a little bit your stance by stepping the back foot a little bit closer? When you've done so, this is a more comfortable position for us to do the pyramid pose. For the pyramid pose, I want you to square your hips off towards the front edge of the mat, lifting the back heel up of the mat and straightening both knees. Engage the inner thighs. Imagine you're holding something between your thighs, the piece of paper or something. That will help you a lot with your stability. Hands on the hips. Engage the core. Lift everything up towards the lungs. Get a little bit taller. Inhale. With the exhale, shift your hips back and lean forward with the straight spine. You have just to lower to the extent where you start to feel the stretch on the back part of the leg, on your hamstrings, under the knee. Keep the core engaged and keep your shoulders square towards the mat. Feel where you need to stop and breathe. It can be even lower if you need to. Hands can stay on the hips or you can lower them down, maybe on the mat. Elongate your spine and breathing for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Exhale, blow the air out, engage the core. Inhale, rise up, and this time we will spin our toes towards the left side of the mat and point them absolutely forward. Keep your hands on the hips. Lengthen the spine, pubic bone down. Remember, very long posture. Open the collarbones. Inhale, get a little bit taller. Exhale, send the hips back as you lean forward with the straight spine. Make sure you're leaning forward with the absolutely straight spine, and only until that moment where you start to feel the stretch on the back part of the legs, on your hamstrings. See, maybe at some point you will want to lower the hands down on the mat. If you do so, relax the neck, crown of the head magnetizes down towards the mat. As you breathe, elongate your spinal cord, get longer. Think about the lengthening rather than about how deep you go into this fold. Prasarita Padottanasana, breathe 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, blow the air out. Inhale, rise up. And then twist your feet back towards the front edge of the mat and bend the front knee. Your hands are lowering down to frame the right foot, and you lower the left knee down on the mat, untuck the left toes. Rising up into your Anjaneyasana lunge. We really need to square the hips off, both hip points pointing forward. Now, contract the abdominal muscles and hold your front ribs close towards each other as much as you can. And as you exhale, start lowering your hips down towards the mat as if they're magnetizing. Breathe. Maybe lift the arms up, look up. For 4 and 3, Keep breathing. 2 and 1. And then release your hands down on the mat on the left side from your right foot. So you are in your lizard pose. Tuck the back toes under and lift the left knee up. As you do so, can you try and square the hips off towards the floor as well as your shoulders and engage the core. Start sending the weight of the body forward and back a few times. Try to keep the back knee as straight as possible and breathe 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. You can hold this stretch a little bit longer, but if you feel you've got more space, you can lower down on the forearms. If you are on the forearms, I quite like to open my right knee out to the side and swivel my right foot towards its outer edge, opening the hip joint and experiencing nice sensations in that area. Hip opener. Even if you are in this position, think of getting your right heel towards the left foot to the right heel. Really activate and lengthen the spine. Breathe 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release the back knee down, rising up, framing the right foot with your hands, and then tuck the back toes under again to step the right foot back into your high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga, exhale, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's do the other side. Lift the left leg up, point the toes, keep reaching through your toes to the sky. Get taller, longer, and then bend the knee. Bring the knee as close to the chest as you can, round the spine, and gracefully step your left foot in between the hands. Spin the back heel down, rise up into the warrior 1. Inhaling 4, exhaling, grounding into the pose, enjoying 3, 2, 1. Sink deep as you cartwheel your hands and open the right hip out into your warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2, breathe 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the front knee. First, really elongate, engage the core, get a little bit taller, and then send the left fingertips towards the wall in front of you. Reach, 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 and then finally lower the left hand down. See where it lands, where you feel comfortable to land that hand. Press the mat away, or your shin or your thigh actively away. Keeping this pose as engaged as possible. Elongate the waistlines, maybe look up. Spiral the ribs towards the sky, breathe 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, blow the air out. Inhale, warrior 2. Now get the hands on the hips, and can you make your stance a little bit shorter, stepping your back foot forward, and then spin your hip bones forward towards the front edge of the mat, lifting the back heel up. Squeeze the inner thighs for stability, elongate, inhale. As you exhale, start leaning forward with a straight back. See how deep you need to lean in order to feel the stretch on the hamstrings. Breathe 4. Keep engaging your core muscles. 3. And 2, maybe you can get a little bit lower and stretch a little bit deeper. See what your body allows you today. Breathe 3, 2, 1. Exhale, engage the core. Inhale, rise up, hands on the hips, and spin your toes towards the right edge of the mat. Square them off, interlace the fingers behind your back, move the fists away from your back. Inhale, get taller. Exhale with the nice and flat back. Start leaning forward and sending the hips back. Now we add a shoulder stretch into our prasarita. See how far you can go until you feel the stretch on the hamstrings. Relax the head, relax the neck, and just indulge into just beautiful stretch. Breathe 5. Allow your fists to magnetize down towards the mat. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. one. Release the hands down on the mat, even if you need to bend the knees for that. Make your stance a little bit wider and spin your toes to the outer edges of the mat. And then send the weight of the body to your right side, flexing the left foot. You can keep the hands on the mat if you need a little support, especially if your heel is lifted off the mat. Or you can keep them in prayer position, for example, to shift from one side to the other. Inhale, exhale, start shifting, and see if you can bring your hips as low towards the mat as you can as you shift to go into a deep stretch and joint work. Exhale as you shift, flex the opposite foot. Exhale, Skandasana. Let's do a few more times, softly and gently transferring from side to side. And transferring again. And then pause when your weight is on the right side. Square the hips off towards the front edge of the mat and lower the back knee down and tuck the right toes. Rise up into Anjaneyasana. Square shoulders, square hips. Inhale, exhale, everything getting into the midline as your hips are magnetizing down towards the mat. Breathe. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Release your hands down on the mat on the right side of your left foot. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up. Try to square the hips a little bit more towards the floor and start shifting the weight of the body forward and back a few times to ease into this stretch. Your lizard pose. Keep your nice and long back. 3, 2, and 1. And then see, do you need to stay in this pose and breathe a little bit deeper in order to stretch? Or you want to lower down on the forearms? See what feels best for you and continue stretching. If you are on the forearms, see, maybe you would want to open the left knee out, rolling your foot on the outer edge and getting into the hip opener a little bit. Breathe. 5, and 4, and 3. Keep moving your left heel in towards the right foot in towards the left heel, activating the pose. 2, and 1. Press the mat away with the hands. Frame the front foot and step the left foot back towards the right. High plank. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathing down facing dog for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Walk your feet forward towards the front edge of the mat and set them on the mat width distance. Externally rotating the hips slightly, toes out to the side. Inhale, exhale, start lowering the hips down. And as we've explored that in the previous class, your hips can be high if that's your limit, it's okay. Or you can lower all the way down, see what feels better, into a Malasana squat. Feel how your hips are magnetizing down towards the mat and you actively opening the knees out to the sides with the elbows. Hands can be in the prayer position. Lengthen the spine, open the collarbones, engage the core. Breathe. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. If this pose feels absolutely good for you, I will suggest to do a twist here. Lower the left shoulder down into the left thigh and lower the left hand down on the mat, lift the right arm up, twist. Inhale, look up towards the sky, following your right fingertips. Keep opening the knees out to the sides. Exhale, center, other side, right elbow into the right inner thigh, left arm up, twist, breathe, inhale, and exhale. Look up, inhale, and exhale, release. And now, in the way it is comfortable for you, lower the hips down on the mat. Bring your feet together, Hands on the hamstrings, elongate the spine first. Deep, deep inhale. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under and start rolling your spine down on the mat, vertebra after vertebra, vertebra after vertebra. And now we can enjoy shavasana if you want, or another my suggestion before shavasana to go through the sarvangasana, our shoulder stand, will need a little bit of momentum. Maybe look first at the screen and see if you're ready for this. If you are not ready, just enjoy your shavasana, stretch your legs and start breathing and enjoying the effects of the practice, or go with me through some inverted positions. So get your feet close to the hips on your toes, lift the heels up, and from this position we will need to use a little bit of momentum to lift the hips up and get our hands on the lower back region straight away. Inhale, exhale. If you're here with me, get the elbows a little bit closer towards each other and hands comfortably on the lower back for your support. And then start straightening the knees gradually. Don't rush, see where you need to stop. And trying to stack your feet over the knees, knees over the hips, hips over the shoulders. Squeeze your inner thighs a lot, squeeze the glutes, feel the engagement, reach your toes towards the sky. Be super active in this position. Never turn your head in the inverted pose to the side, always look up. 4, 3, belly button in, 2, send the hips forward, 1. Now, if you're ready for a little back stretch, start lowering your legs all the way overhead. And then, if your toes do touch the ground, keep that connection with the floor active. Start straight away, pressing the mat away with your feet and lengthening your hips up toward the sky, as if you were trying to touch the ceiling. Still keep the core engaged, belly button in, and then you can relax your arms down on the mat and help yourself by pressing the mat away with your arms too. Breathe. Try to keep your knees as straight as you can. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale. And then as you exhale, start rolling your spine down on the mat, vertebra by vertebra. If you need the help of the hand, get them on your hips in order to support you, or just use the core to relax your spine down, bend the knees, set the feet on the mat, and then just extend the legs along the mat and try to find the most comfortable position possible for you that brings you the most relaxation. This is the position you're going to enjoy your shavasana in, so make sure it's easy for you to relax in it. Straight away start feeling the effects of the practice and how your body surrenders into the mat. Keep your inhales and exhales natural, and do trust with all your heart that this practice was enough for you, that you are enough, and that you really got everything you need from this practice today. I hope that during these 5 days of our yoga journey together, you really got time to fall in love with yoga, and that you will continue your yoga journey further. If you like my content, if I really showed something new to you and you enjoyed it, subscribe, and I will see you on the mat again. Namaste, everyone.